desert, for I walk in this world.
Well, good morning. Hope that you're having a great day today on this beautiful Thursday. Hope that you've been blessed some way this week and are having a great week. We're going to continue our word of the day today, talking about the word of revelation. And let me start with scripture from John, the book of John, chapter 1, starting in verse 1. In the beginning was the Word, and the Word was with God, and the Word was God. He was in the beginning with God. All things were made through him, and without him was not anything made that was made. In him was life, and the life was the light of men. The light shines in the darkness, and the darkness has not overcome it. There was a man sent from God, whose name was John. He came as a witness, to bear witness about the light, that all might believe through him. He was not the light, but came to bear witness about the light. The true light, which gives light to everyone, was coming into the world. He was in the world, and the world was made through him, yet the world did not know him. He came to his own, and his own people did not receive him. But to all who did receive him, who believed in his name, he gave the right to become children of God, who were born not of blood or the will of the flesh, nor of the will of man, but of God. And the Word became flesh and dwelt among us, and we have seen his glory, glory as of the only Son from the Father, full of grace and truth. And again, that's John chapter 1, verses 1 through 14. Word in these texts is logos, meaning an idea expressed. It is for stating, I want to say a word about that, rather than for asking, how many words are in that sentence? Logos is an expressed idea. The logos is God expressed in terms humans can see and comprehend. Jesus is able to say, whoever has seen me has seen the Father. John chapter 14, verse 9. Jesus is Emmanuel, God with us. Matthew 1, verse 23. And God incarnate, the Word became flesh. For in him all the fullness of God was pleased to dwell. That comes from Colossians chapter 1, verse 19. In some religious philosophical thought, God is inscrutable or unknowable and incomprehensible. Such a deity, though, would be darkness, not light, truly an unknown God. Our God has revealed himself first through the things he has made, manifesting his divine power and the fact that he is God. Romans chapter 1, verse 20. Then he shows himself in mighty deeds, destroying by flood the world he has created, when he saw that the wickedness of man was great in the earth. Genesis chapter 6, verse 5. And with a mighty hand, delivering a nation he has chosen as his own from slavery in Egypt. Deuteronomy chapter 7, verse 8. Then, however, he gathers his people at Mount Sinai and reveals his love, his will for them, and his plans for their future in word. Exodus 20, verse 1. He ordains a succession of prophets, of whom he says, I will raise up for them a prophet like you from among their brothers, and I will put my words in his mouth, and he shall speak to them all that I command him. Deuteronomy 18:18. We now know God through his word, which he has now revealed to us, revealed to his holy apostles and prophets by the Spirit. Ephesians chapter 3, verse 5. However, we know him supremely through the word, his unique Son, who is glory, grace, and truth. John 1:14. So today, I will look up 3 additional passages of Scripture about Jesus, showing us our Father in heaven and giving us his word. So interesting reading today, word of revelation. We know God through the word, the Scripture, the Holy Scriptures, the Bible. We know God through that word, but we also know God through the word, Jesus himself. Jesus himself gave us a picture of God in the way that he loved, in the way that he sacrificed, in the way that he healed. He gave us that picture of God, of the true light. And so I think that's a good challenge to look up 3 additional scriptures where Jesus reveals God in himself for us to get a better and deeper understanding of who God really is and the relationship that he wants to have with each and every one of us. Word of revelation today. Take that with you. Hope that encourages you today and gives you some things to think about, some things to chew on just a little bit as you look for more ways that God has revealed in our lives. It's good to see you this morning. We'll see you tomorrow morning with a hymn and a story, and we'll sing a little bit together tomorrow morning. Until then, have a great day.
Resound with God's own heart. Oh, let the ancient words impart. Words of life, words of hope.